What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty with the GoPro strapped to my head, and who's ready for a test drive on a 2026 Volkswagen Jetta Sport? I know I certainly am. Let's take a look at kind of the exterior features, open a couple doors before we get right into it. Just really quick. Now, we have the Sport in Monterey Blue, which I think really looks fantastic. Now, at the front, we have a full light bar, which is pretty awesome, and full LED headlights. We also have some different 17-inch wheels wrapped in 205/55 tires. We have the Sport emblem on the B pillar, and quick glance at our window sticker. $27,144 sticker price on this car. Really not too bad for what you get, and it's a good size vehicle. Back here we have the light bar. I should say almost light bar, because the bars have to end here for the Jetta emblem, and of course it has the rear camera and button to pop the trunk. Deep trunk and 60/40 split fold seats with a spare tire underneath. Rear seats are actually nice and roomy. I'm 5'10", and I adjusted the front seat to a normal driving position, and really good amount of space back here. You have an armrest, a little bit tight for a third passenger in the middle, but it is doable for shorter journeys. Doors are very solid. Blind spot warning on the mirrors. You have all of your heated mirror controls, your window switch, trunk release over here, and a bit of storage. You have your headlight adjustment, and the Sport actually gives you some nice looking metal accented pedals. Driver's seat is 6-way manually adjusting. And let's hop in, and we'll adjust our camera here so that you can see a little bit better. Okay, now that our camera is in position, we have our key, which actually has a switchblade style actual key blade, because you have to start this car up with the actual key. No push button start in this baby. All right, let's straighten out this wheel. We'll give you a quick overview, but first things first, safety first with your seatbelt. Quick overview. We've got adaptive cruise on our steering wheel and all the adjustments for our pretty adjustable driver's display. And we've got some new programming for the touchscreen, which is nice, and a newer style touch capacitive buttons for the dual zone climate control. And you also have heated seats. So pretty nicely equipped vehicle in here. We got the good old traditional shifter. Let's get this baby out on the road. All right, driving the Jetta. We have driven many of these over the years on Ty Drive's channel, and they do continue to impress me. They keep kind of subtly updating them over the years, slightly changing the styling, changing the interior a little bit here and there, but they have been in the same generation since 2019. I believe we've gotten 2 facelifts out of them as well. So this being the, I believe, second year of the second facelift on this this generation of Jetta. But they have aged pretty good. I mean, there's not a whole lot of vehicles, you know, that make this feel outdated. We still have a nice touchscreen digital display, and it's a really nice driving vehicle. The sound deadening is very good on these cars, really. You don't get a whole lot of noise from tires, from oncoming traffic. It's just a really nice car to drive. I think one of the nicer driving cars in this segment for sure. And again, once products get older in their lifestyle, or I should say lifestyle, rather, lifetime, I should say, of their generation. This has been out since for 6-7 model years now, this car. But again, they keep updating it, and it really doesn't feel like it's been left behind by its competitors. Now, this is the Jetta Sport, and as I promised you in the full features review video, we are going to be doing an acceleration test on this vehicle. We do have a nice straight road coming up. We're going to take a right at this traffic signal, and a nice quiet road. We'll get a quick sprint up to speed and see what she can do. Alright, so what I like to do is get it up to 25 miles an hour, and we'll mash the throttle and see what we can do. So here we go. Yeah, so this 1.5 liter turbocharged inline-4 is actually quite the impressive little engine. Like I said, it is a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine. It produces 158 horsepower. The magical number is 184 pound-feet of torque. That's actually pretty impressive for a smaller engine like this, and especially for the Jetta. This does feel like it's got great power, and everything's connected up to an 8-speed traditional transmission, so no dual clutch or anything like that. That is saved for the GLI version. But yeah, 8-speed traditional automatic transmission and front-wheel drive, of course. Now, the Jetta Sport isn't just an appearance package. Now, don't get me wrong, it mostly is just a sportier appearance package, but they actually included the front differential from the GLI, so it's got that cross differential system, which means it kind of distributes power accordingly to get a little bit of better handling out of this vehicle, which is pretty awesome. Now, this is more of a rough road, so we'll kind of feel out the suspension here and see how it rides. Yeah, and actually an extremely impressive suspension setup. Very, very much so comfort oriented. Actually, one of the better vehicles in this class that I've taken down that road. So very impressive and comfortable suspension setup. Right here we have a little corner coming up. We'll see what we could do as far as handling goes. We have cold tires and a not really broken in vehicle, so nothing crazy, but it does feel pretty composed around the corners. And this engine does have really, really great low-end power. So once that turbo gets spooled up, the sweet spot is really between 2 and 3, maybe 4,000 RPMs for this engine. Yeah, it definitely seems to handle very nicely. Very minimal body roll. Obviously, it's not an SUV, so your center of gravity is nice and low. And I am truly, truly impressed just at the ride quality of this vehicle. I mean, compared to the Honda Civic, this suspension blows that car out of the water with just how smooth the ride is. And even down to the engine noise too, it's very, very quiet. You just hear the slight buzzing of the engine. It's very, very quiet engine. Now the comfort of the seats are pretty good as well. I won't say the most supportive seats. I mean, you don't really have like adjustable lumbar or anything like that. It's just a kind of 6-way manually adjusting seat. So nothing to write home about on the seat comfort, but it is good enough. The brakes feel good. They are nice and light. All right, if nobody's going, I'm going. And the 8-speed automatic is nice and smooth shifting. Steering wheel feels good in the hands. There's good grip right here and subtle grip bolsters up here towards the top. And I'm pretty surprised to see a dual zone climate control with the heated seats in this trim level. I mean, at its most basic form, you know, the Sport is really based off of the S, which is the most basic trim level. And in recent years, you know, the S is kind of a stripped out vehicle, but it's got more and more standard equipment, which means in this Sport trim level, you get more and more equipment as well. So that's good. And folks, that pretty much does it for the test drive on the 2026 VW Jetta Sport. Make sure you check out our full features review that should be popping up right in your corner there of your video. And again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you stick with us next time.